I'm Ryan Cohen.
And I'm Eleanor Sheehan. It's time for this week's Mizzou News to Know.
On Thursday, April 15th, Mizzou held its first in-person involvement fair since the pandemic began. From 11 to 2, representatives from various student organizations and programs gathered on Coleman Court to spread information about how to get involved on campus.
I think at this point in time, everyone's kind of like a bit just burnt out from all the virtual stuff and having to do everything on Zoom. So it's refreshing to get out. It's nice outside today, thankfully, and it's nice to just get out and physically see the people in the orgs. It's nice to actually talk to people, and everyone. We're handing out free stuff. Pretty much everyone has free stuff they're handing out, or it's some type of merch or whatever. So it's nice to get to physically see people instead of doing everything over the computer.
Ashe says that awareness is key to getting students more involved, and he hopes the fair will help raise that awareness.
Just getting more people to find out, because the more people who know about the stuff, the more people who will come, and then that just helps us do more stuff for students.
As an involved upperclassman, Ashe also hopes that more students will get involved in organizations on campus.
It's definitely worthwhile getting involved in different orgs or stuff like that on campus. It might be a little uncomfortable or awkward at first. I can definitely say that from my own experience, but it's definitely worth it, and it gets to connect you to a lot of cool people and just interesting things about the school that you wouldn't know otherwise.
Freshman Quinn Zust visited the fair and shared her perspective as an attendee, getting to experience this event in person for the first time.
I talked to a couple clubs about my degree or just about what their clubs do, and I just feel like I wanted to be more involved since COVID has kind of affected being able to get involved places. I really liked how many clubs actually came out and participated in this, and I really liked that this happened since it didn't happen in the fall.
Zust also discussed how the fair impacted her perspective on student involvement.
I'm probably going to look into more clubs after this, and I feel like this did motivate me to be more involved because now I know how many other people are also struggling to get involved.
For MUTV 23 News, I'm Siggy Reese.
Thanks, Siggy, for attending this event. Speaking of involvement, Mizzou is known to boast nearly 700 different clubs and organizations. This past Thursday, one of them held an open house-style beginners group meeting for prospective members. This organization was the 3D Printing Club. The 3D Printing Club is all about using hands-on learning to promote problem-solving using innovative technology. Having to distance during a pandemic inevitably makes collaborating on projects difficult, so this in-person meeting was one step closer to normal functioning. 23 News reporter Emma Reiser has the story.
Each Thursday afternoon, tucked in the rooms of Laughery Hall, you can find a section of Mizzou's 3D Printing Club working on new designs.
My name is Chadwick Bettale. I'm a mechanical engineering major, and I am a freshman here at Mizzou.
So this printer is a lot more finicky than these ones.
So the 3D Printing Club it's a club for anyone, so you don't have to be an engineering major, you don't have to be a math major. It is here for getting the experience that you kind of can't get in classes, because it's not like you can have a 3D printing class.
This club not only offers experience with the printers themselves, but also allows students to take home their own designs. This opportunity stands out to freshman Zane Lohman.
I think my favorite thing so far is just that I get to design something and then see it come to life. So one thing that I made was a deck box for this game that I play, just to fit my need basically.
If you are interested in joining this club, you can find them by looking up 3D Printing Club on MU Engage. This has been Emma Reiser reporting for MUTV 23 News.
Thanks, Emma, for covering this story. In light of recent developments regarding Mizzou and its social justice centers, students have responded to the potential structural and staffing changes on social media and face-to-face. This past Monday, students held a peaceful in-person demonstration to raise awareness about the impact that social justice centers and their employees have had on their lives and this campus. MUTV 23 reporter Alana Hayes attended the protest and has more on this story.
Hi, I'm Alana Hayes here with 23 News at the Justice for Social Justice protest at the University of Missouri. Students gathered to protest the restructuring of the social justice centers on Monday morning.
They're just using us as kind of leeway to say that they did something. I remember going into the student center and literally being showed around and being very excited to go to the Women's Center, go to the Black Cultural Center. And now those are things that are literally being stripped away from me. Like, it's not even about the buildings, it's about the literal relationships and the communities that I have fostered in those buildings. I don't care about the buildings, I care about the people that have literally been there for me.
When I was raped on campus, it wasn't the police that helped, it wasn't Title IX, for sure. It was the coordinators of RSVP that helped me. The coordinators of the LGBTQ Center are the ones that help me when I get called homophobic slurs on campus. These coordinators are important to many students. They are necessary to us. Getting rid of their positions and doing task-oriented positions instead, just throwing every single minority into one cluster. We don't all know each other's experiences. Most of us don't.
Signing off for MUTV News, this has been Alana Hayes.
Love and protect each other.
We must love and protect each other.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect each other.
We must love and protect each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Ashe.
Power.
Ashe.
Power.
Ashe.
Power.
Thanks to Lana for covering this story. At the zoo and in the wild, a tiger is nothing without a strike. Speaking of strike, the student-run pride program returned to campus at the beginning of April. Striking was well known for being a safe, cost-effective transportation option for students needing time and placement on campus. With its return to new COVID-19 regulations intended to both passengers and driver safety. For more on strikes and its new operations, visit our website to read 23 News Reporter Megan Davis' story. That's all we have for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to our show. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at
I'm Ryan Cohen.
And I'm Eleanor Sheehan. Have a great night, Tigers.